Hi, David Paul here. Just a follow up to the video that I've just made. So this is just a little addendum to it, because I don't know how to blend videos together. I just got to get on with life. Okay, what I said I was going to do, I said I was going to drop this log, which I have done. I've dropped it. I slipped up a bit there because I should have cut this one fully through, but it just needs a little bit more nick on the bottom and it'll be through. I was starting to cut through there, and then I realized that I didn't like the way the log was potentially going to fall. So what I did is I went to the other end and I cut this end, and because this end had a lot of branches sticking out, the branches were forming sort of supports that went in that direction. So it was physically impossible, if I cut that log, for it to fall that way. So what it is, I went round the other side and I cut it from that direction. So obviously then what happened is the log fell forward and gently just placed itself on the ground. Now, as a consequence of that, is the other end is now just sitting pretty there, where I can cut it, and it's not going to fall any distance because it's almost on the ground anyway. What I'll do is I will place, when I come back, I'll place a log underneath it and undercut it, and then it'll drop down like maybe 1.5 inches and just go plop onto the other log, and that'll be fine. You don't want logs dropping large distances with you in the way. It's a difficult thing working in deciduous woodland, because if you're working with coniferous trees, they're very predictable. You cut the tree and the tree falls down where you told it to fall. You do that with a deciduous tree, all the branches are all connecting each other, and you end up having to cut other trees that you didn't even want to cut, or doing some weird things of having to put ropes on or God knows what. It's not easy work. So anyway, it's down now, and that yields a possibility here, in that there's this tree here, this section of tree, which yesterday I was counting on camera, I counted up the number of beams that I had, supports, pillars that I had for the cabin, and I think I counted 5. But if you think about it, it's a hexagonal cabin, so it needs 6 beams if I'm going to do all of them as 6 posts. I can manage on 5 basically, 2 at each end and 1 in the middle. But if I go the whole hog and put them all in, we're now looking at a situation of having 7. So I've got 5 and I need another 2. So that is potentially another beam that I can utilize. But it's a different species of wood. I don't know how they're going to look together. Maybe I could put 2 of these together at one end, so it looked as if it was part of the style. We'll see. But I think that there is, it just has a nice look to it. I think it's a gift. You know, I may as well have it since I've already cut it. I cut it. It's going to be about 5'10" to 6 feet long at the short end of where the cabin dips down. So I think before it starts to wander off there's enough length in there, which I'll measure in a minute, to be able to just get another beam out of that. So I think that's a yes. Executive decision, yes, we're going to have that one. Okay, thanks for listening. Atilago, makita tayo sa kana. See you later. Jesus be with you.